of high definition reference from all these different angles so that we can really get those subtle nuances.
The part that we had to create during the making of this film was the facial image-based performance capture technology that allowed what the actors did to 100% translate to what you see the characters doing. So we came up with this idea that we would actually have a little boom, and on the end of that boom, there'd be a little tiny camera, and it would image the face while